Hey guys, here we are at Coronado Naval Base, or Qualcomm, or San Diego, whatever it's called, in the B-Class Xfinity, or I guess now O'Reilly Auto Parts series. Everything has like 50 names. Too confusing. What's also confusing is this track, which I managed to get a 214. I'm amazed I didn't get in the wall, honestly. Three guys in the 213s, that's just incredible here, but everyone's just expecting complete wreck. We can see the fall off, or not the fall off, just the field spread in terms of pace and qualifying. Nothing against these guys. It is just so hard to put everything in a lap together and even know where you're going. There's like 16 corners. It's just so super confusing. Have a 13 lap race ahead of us here. No pit stops going to be needed. Have 24 cars. We might get, I mean, if we just don't wreck, I'll be happy because it's so easy to get into a wall and just end your race here. So hopefully we don't die at turn one and should be a pretty boring race. I think we're all going to be pretty spread out. So if we can get a top five, that'll be a win and surviving more than anything. Hope you enjoy. See you at the end.
One left to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed. One to go. Next time by.
Is there any place on this track that would be a good
That's
restart zone?
5 car.
No. Probably the pits.
We're literally restarting over the bumpiest corner in the track. It's just, how does that, it's so hard even when you're single file through there.
Oh yeah, I forgot we have cautions in this race, right?
No, it's only one restart at the beginning of the race.
Yeah, they don't do full course cautions on road courses.
Oh, I didn't realize we didn't have them on our courses.
Does this track cause y'all's PC to freak out too, or just mine?
Yeah, mine's struggling a little bit too.
Definitely sounds like one of those jets on that aircraft carrier.
I mean, they cared so much about this being on a naval base. They had so much interest in like where it's going to be that they forgot to actually make the layout good.
Yeah, I like how they tested this track because it never thought about how rough it was. Well, they just repaved sections of it in real life, but just not in the game.
The boys gonna have fun on Sunday. Beat them to death.
Wait, did you say that they repaved it in real life but not in the sim? Or
Yeah, they added like, I think it's like 4 or 5 like new sections of concrete or some sort of asphalt, whatever. Just not in the sim. So it should be quite as bumpy and it should be better in real life.
when they made the Chicago street course, they had like a prototype version, and then when the Cup Series race there, like they added a updated version. I wonder if they'll do that with this track. They'll like get an updated layout.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I would have thought they would have added the original layout of that final straight without the chicane.
Whoever's in this 89 like military car here, that's a cool looking fancy dude. 89 Ford, I don't know who it is. Can't see the name on it.
Much appreciated, thanks. Had a good look before I wrecked myself.
This is the only military one I had saved. So screw it, throw it on here.
I've never felt the need for triple modders more than here.
I couldn't imagine doing this without triples. Jeez.
Turned about half a lap, so yeah, be careful around me on the second part.
I don't think I've ever been more excited to race around the track than here. At least road course wise.
I love street courses. It's just this is a hard track. The scenery's pretty cool though.
Agree.
I'll be here in 4 days.
So SVG wins by a lap.
Well, he'll sweep the weekend for sure.
Yeah, about that. With the exception of Austin Hill, the full-time drivers are only allowed to
ready,
race in the
going
stage
green.
racing for the championship in.
Green, green, green.
Well, that didn't take long. Sorry for the scan as text. Sorry.
Yep, it's all good.
Hey, that was my fault. I don't know why that was correct.
Yep, all good.
Car right. Clear.
You guys going right down the first or staying at second in those tight turns? bad.
5 to go.
Dude,
Oh my-
you're doing fine, man. Don't worry about it. Holy shit.
You should see my car.
I'm right behind you. I know. Mine's the same way. Don't worry.
Is it like y'all's brakes fade out too?
Feels like everything's beating you.
I agree with the brake pads and everything. Brakes can get worse.
Highly precise. Yeah.
Brandon, I fucking wrecked the next. I realized Dom's behind me, and I look up and I started braking, and it just started wheel hopping, and I nosed it into the tires and blew again. Oh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's your head full, brother.
I think it's her.
Yeah, I heard it blow up as I drove by.
Oh my god.
Left side. Clear on the left.
Nowhere for him to go. I'm not upset about it. Not upset at him. It's just such a bad track and being able to let go by.
I like them up. You come up, Bob, and get take a hit.
Thanks, sorry, it's open. Try not to wreck. I can't talk and drive at the same time.
White flag this time.
Right where you're there.
Alright, there's the checkered flag. Great job, you did really well.
Okay, we did it. We made it to the end. Not only did we make it to the end, but we gained a spot. So I'd say there's two highlights from that race I want to go over. One was the fact that we went from fourth to third due to car wrecking in front of us, and we'll look at that incident. And the second thing was how he got damaged a bit later on. So yeah, congrats again to Brian for absolutely dominating that race. Just start comparing our fastest laps. I got a 2:13.3
I
lap
don't know how I survived.
13.3 lap 2. You could just see it fall off from tire wear alone down to like a 2:16s at the end there. Then as the fuel started to lower, it's helped a little bit. But 2:13.3, Brian got a 2:12.7. So only 6/10 off optimal, but you can see just how that is in sync. Consistency, the lack of fall off. He managed his stuff so well. That's more impressive than the lap itself, in my opinion. Anyways, going back here, we are running in fourth at the end of, I guess, lap 3 it is. Still fourth, and then there it is. So it looks like lap 7 was when we had an incident of sorts. Now, I'm happy I gained the spot, but more than anything, I feel like this just goes to show not just how difficult the track is, but how blind some of the corners are, because I had no idea where he was if not for the yellow flag, but I can totally realize, I can totally see this happening in real life, where we have cars battling up ahead, and then some mistake happens, and you just cannot see where anyone is going. You just see a parked car. So let's see what happened here first. I mean, kudos to Joe for getting out of the way. He didn't have to do that, and he luckily had time to move out of the way. But it's like, I guess the racing line is kind of out here, and but I mean, he's completely parked here, and I mean, I know this looks like the dumbest rookie mistake ever, but it's exactly the racing line. The racing line literally pushes you out wide as far as possible. Plus, he's following the car he can't see, but you need to open up this corner as much as possible, and the freaking pit cones are literally on the racing line. And not only that, but it's like if you're looking at this yellow line as a reference, they stick out from it, so it's not even in line. So you literally have to compromise your entry. And you can see it's literally a jut out from it. And so if you're following this line, it's kind of a mistake or it's misleading. So it really forces you to narrow your approach. And look how freaking close Daniel's getting to that. I mean, he's opening up the corner as much as possible, but the risk is just so high. And compare that to this line here, it's barely any different. I mean, Joe is riding right up against. It's not like he crashes in with his nose into it. He literally clips it the smallest amount with his right front, ends up wrecking his race. So, like the difference between getting the best line for the corner versus wrecking due to hitting the pit barrels is like an inch. So that is just such a brutal, unfortunate incident. I'm happy to gain the spot, but that is not the way I want to do it. Um, yeah, definitely out of my control. But let's watch this from TV view. To be fair, in real life, those tire barriers aren't like rocks. They probably do move a little, maybe a little bit less than a tire barrier. It would probably dent the car in real life rather than spin it out. But yeah, I'm still curious if this is what the line is going to look like. I feel like it should be I mean, I feel like the tie bar should be over here. It should be way to the left of this yellow line. That way you can truly open up the corner as much as you can because as bumpy as it is, it's already such a narrow approach. Now let's watch my view. You can just see how if I don't have a flag, how the heck would I ever see a parked car out of the out of the exit of this corner? I mean, I also got lucky that obviously I saw the flag, but also a little bit of smoke in that by the time I got there, I didn't just rear end him because I so easily could have, and that could have ended my race. So yeah, that put us up into third, and I think we were around 5 seconds behind Daniel, and I was wondering if we might be able to any chance on catching him. I mean, we were about halfway through, and I was like, if I managed to save my tires, I might have been able to close the gap a bit. I don't think I would have been able to, even if I got within a second. I just feel like finding a place to pass around here with someone that is so similar in pace is just truly impossible. Obviously, the bumps and stuff, but um, yeah, it's just incredibly brutal. So now let's see, what lap was it that I damaged? Okay, there we go. You can see. So I think it was lap 9, I guess. And yeah, once again, this isn't a thing due to like the tires sticking out or whatever, but it's the fact that you're turning in and you're kind of having to adjust the way that you're turning because of the bumps. Or it's like even when I am maintaining, like the bumps are shifting your car left and right, and it's kind of like unless you have like no force feedback, the wheel is going to shake as a result. And so I mean, a little bit of a driver mistake, the fact that I turned in a bit too early, I guess, and ended up hitting the inside wall, and then that bounced me back out to the right. But I mean, if you're behind a train of cars and you just can't see the apex and you're just following where they're going, I can totally see that happening as well, like in real life. So yeah, I'm glad that wasn't race ending. I feel like that easily could have, if this was a next gen car, would have broken a toe link or something. In this case, yeah, I'm just glad I didn't totally destroy an axle or something. Was able to continue on, and the damage didn't affect me too much. But yeah, definitely the fatigue you feel from here, just having to try to nail all these corners. Obviously, I wasn't battling for position, so it is just so much a race the track, not race the other cars type of track. So I feel like it's all down to qualifying and then avoiding any wrecks. And it's like I totally see, like, if you're stuck behind someone that's even a second slower than you per lap, it's so hard to get by. So qualifying seems like it's everything here. But yeah, thanks again for watching, guys. Glad we managed to get a podium, and look at that field spread. It's down to 2 minutes after 13 laps. So congrats to the guys that survived. You can see that attrition's a big thing here, and we got it. We survived in the end. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.